This morning, after I read the daily lectionary, and then I went on to read chapter 3 of the book that we're discussing on Monday nights, Short Stories by Jesus, I then turned to see what was happening in the world on social media, and I looked for my Facebook memories. I find it interesting that all three of these activities have pointed me toward one idea this morning. What is it that I value most? The daily lectionary contained near the end of the story of Joseph in exile in Egypt and how he was able to forgive and help even the brothers that sold him into slavery. In this part of Genesis, he's the one that's able to help them to provide for their needs and survival during a devastating famine. What was important to him was not the past, but the future. Chapter 3 of the book study, which you're invited to join us tonight on Zoom at 7, is on the pearl of great value. In it, we see how people have interpreted this parable in different ways and how the first hearers of it might have understood it. An important question of identity and purpose emerges in this study. What is it that you value so much that we would give up everything for it? And finally, my Facebook look back. I see last year I used movies as a focus for a late summer sermon series. And in past years I spent some time at camp meeting. Back in 2014 it was a particularly difficult time for me as I was attending to my mother's care in the hospital in a series of events that would eventually lead to her death a few months later. The year before that I was preaching at a church in Belmont. Other years have included memories of my work with UMAR, with the arts program, and preparing for an out-of-state visit with a friend. In each of these cases, there were various things that had my focus and my attention. It was my work with UMAR or my work as a supply preacher. One year consumed by the care and concerns of my mother, and another year getting ready for a visit from my friend and her family. For a few years, it was going to camp meeting and the joy of that time. And through it all, what I valued, what I had in common, that golden thread, it seemed to be how my life was impacting the lives of others through work and caretaking, hospitality, and worshiping together. What did I give up for each of those things, and what for me today is that pearl of great value? Perhaps this Monday is a good time for each of us to reflect on what we value most and what it means to you in how you live each day. Let's pray using today's lectionary, Psalm number 130, as inspiration. Oh God, we wait for your promise with our whole selves. We wait as the night waits for morning. Faithful is your love and great is the redemption you offer. May we wait for you actively, seeking to value what matters most. Grant that our lives are filled with purpose and meaning now and every day. Amen. So go in peace and think about what you value most. Bye now.